Sabo vs Zoro is one of the most forced debates in all of One Piece, and today I'll be proving it to you. What's good, guys? It's Go here, and today I'll be showing you what would happen if the Flame Emperor Sabo and the King of Hell Zoro were to fight each other in One Piece. Before we get into the video, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe, and comment down below what debate you want to see next. Let's get right into the video. Starting off with Sabo, his strength isn't too bad itself. With nearly no experience of his new devil fruit, the Mera Mera no Mi, he was able to cause a lot of havoc back in Dressrosa. He was also clashing with Burgess, the left-hand man of Blackbeard, and then he just started playing with him. Pause. Anyways, Sabo was also going toe-to-toe with an Admiral Fujitora, including the fact that he clashed with him many times. No one really won this fight, but this fight was going on for so long that they just decided to stop fighting each other and called it a stalemate. Sabo also had Fujitora in bandages after the fight. Not gonna lie, props to Sabo for keeping up with an Admiral. Sabo also wields the same fruit that Ace does, and as we know, Ace was literally clashing with Blackbeard and terrorizing islands with this fruit. Moving on to Sabo's speed, he was able to blitz Burgess and, like we said, keep up with Fujitora in a one-on-one. As we know, a crazy event happened in Mary Joy's. Sabo and 4 others were on a mission to rescue Kuma, and the protectors of the Holy Land at the time was Admirals Fujitora and Greenbull. And for Sabo's best speed feat ever is running away from the Admirals like the bitch he is. This incident or event, or whatever you want to call it, has been misunderstood by a lot of people. And due to this, a lot of people think Fujitora and Greenbull and the Admirals in general are really weak. But it's the complete opposite. Sabo and the revolutionaries' missions were to save Kuma. So what happened was they just had some small encounters, like a couple clashes with Admiral Greenbull and Fujitora, and then they just got Kuma and ran away. Not only were the Admirals outnumbered 4-2, but they were being forced to hold back because their whole purpose is to protect the Celestial Dragons. If the Admirals were to go full power, yes, Sabo and the revolutionaries will get defeated, but the island will get destroyed and the Celestial Dragons will be endangered. We've seen what happened the last time 2 Admirals were going full force on an island. These Kainu and Aokiji literally changed the entire climate. Anyways, moving on to Sabo's durability, it's not too bad. He took multiple hits from Fujitora, but that's really about it. It's difficult to scale Sabo because he really doesn't have that many feats. But I mean, Ace, who has the same fruit, was able to take hits from Blackbeard, and so we don't know much about Sabo's endurance either. But what we do know is that when Fujitora was fighting Sabo in a one-on-ones, Fujitora was still holding back. Fujitora was just trying to make time for Luffy to defeat Doflamingo. But Sabo's Haki is really good. He has advanced Rio because when he was fighting in the arena, he was able to destroy it from within. I think he has observation Haki as well because he was able to counter Burgess after Burgess tried to bait him by talking about Ace. There's also a possibility that Sabo has Conqueror's Haki. After all, he is the right-hand man of the most wanted man. And he has brothers who was Luffy and Ace, and they both were confirmed to have Conqueror's Haki. But for as of right now, we don't know to what extent Sabo could use his Haki to. An interesting fact about Sabo is that Imu tried to kill him. Imu wanted to protect the secrets behind the empty throne and King Cobra's death, and Sabo knew both of them. Imu wiped off the whole island of Leloucia with one finger just to get rid of Sabo. As of right now, we don't know if Sabo is dead or alive, but I doubt Oda would off-screen him like that. I think we've talked enough about Sabo. It's time to move on to the King of Hell, Zoro. For Zoro's strength is truly insane. Back in Dressrosa, Zoro was able to slice the indestructible Stone Pika in half, and only 2 people ever landed a permanent scar on Kaido, one of them being Odin and the second being my glorious King Zoro. Zoro's speed is also amazing, as always. Back in Wano, Zoro was able to blitz King on multiple different occasions. Back in Timeskip, Zoro was able to dodge all of Kuma's paws, each one being light speed separately. He was also able to dodge a Pacifista beam. As we know, Pacifista beams are from Kizaru's laser. Kizaru ate the Pika Pika no Mi fruit, which makes him light speed. Zoro also was able to blitz Kaido in Wano. Zoro also blitzed Big Mom's Prometheus. In Egghead, Zoro was also able to blitz and overpower a Seraphim Mihawk. The same Seraphim Mihawk that Blackbeard was struggling with. Bro, there's literally levels to this. I'm trying to tell y'all, it's not a crazy take to say Zoro is Yonko level anymore. Zoro is closer to Luffy than he is to Sanji. But Zoro holds some immense levels of durability and endurance. In pre-timeskip, Zoro was able to take a direct attack from Mihawk to the chest. While being injured from Mihawk's attack, he was literally fighting Arlong and Hachan. For pre-timeskip, this is literally amazing durability and endurance feats. In Wano, Zoro is able to take direct attacks from King and keep fighting. Not gonna lie, these feats alone are enough to put him above the likes of Marco and Sanji. But right before Zoro fought King, he was able to deflect a combined Yonko attack from Big Mom and Kaido. This is possibly the strongest attack we've ever seen into the series. Let me put it into this logic. For example, Whitebeard is able to split the heavens when clashing with someone else, and he's literally able to shake islands himself. Then there's Big Mom and Kaido who could both split the heavens too. So Zoro took an attack that's combined from two people that could both split the heavens. This is equivalent to taking attack from two Whitebeards at the same time. And you know what makes it more impressive? Zoro got up right after, like the king he is, and continued to land a permanent scar on Kaido. I'm telling you, if Zoro had advanced Conqueror's Haki at that time, Kaido would have been dead. The thing is, just because Zoro was able to take that attack, the alliance was still on. If Zoro didn't deflect and tank that attack from Big Mom and Kaido, the raid would have been over instantly. They would have all just died. To be completely fair, even Luffy wouldn't have been able to tank the attack like Zoro did. And Zoro's Haki is amazing itself too. To begin with, Zoro has ornament. He also has observation haki, although his isn't really like that much special, but he still has it. And he has Conqueror's Haki. Not only that, but when he was fighting King, he found out how to coat his blades with Conqueror's Haki itself. This makes his attacks a lot stronger. Only a select few like Kaido, Roger, Whitebeard, and Luffy, and others can coat their blades with Conqueror's Haki. This should be enough proof that Zoro is up there with them. Something additional that you should know is Zoro has enough Haki to wield Enma. Not only that, but he practically mastered it. When Zoro first picked up Enma, it sucked all the Haki out of his hands. And when Zoro uses Enma to fight King, it kept draining his Haki out. To be able to wield a sword like this is just crazy enough. Like if you give this sword to like Sanji or Sabo or something, they're literally gonna die because their Haki is just gonna drain out. Overall, I think we talked enough about Zoro. Now it's time to compare the two directly and see who would really win in a fight. For strength, I'm definitely giving it to Zoro. All I'm gonna say is just let me know when Sabo can permanently scar a Yonko like Kaido. For speed, Zoro takes it again. Sabo really doesn't have any good speed feats and Zoro's just faster overall. For durability, Zoro's taking this too. Unless Sabo did survive and take a direct hit from Imu's attack, Zoro's gonna take durability due to the attacks he's tanked. For endurance, I could low-key see it go either way. Since Sabo did last a long time against Fujitoro in a one-on-one, and Zoro tanked a heavy combined Yonko attack and got up and started fighting instantly, I could really see either of them taking this category, but I'm gonna give it to Zoro since the stakes were high and he took a heavy ass attack. For Haki, Zoro's taking it, he just has better Haki feats. In the future, Sabo is probably gonna take this category. The only categories that Sabo could probably take right now is just running away and having plot armor. This dude Sabo is literally a fraud. I don't know why y'all always say that he's stronger than Zoro and other people. Like, I get it, he's the right-hand man of the most wanted man. But the right-hand man himself isn't even strong, so, like, be real for a second. Dragon literally picked him to be his right-hand man out of straight pity. Like, being realistic, it's not even crazy to say that Ace is stronger than Sabo right now. Like, isn't Sabo supposed to be, like, the successor of the fruit or something like that? Ace has better feats and he used the fruit better. Zoro would literally cut this man in half just how he cut Prothemius. While you're at it, you might as well give Zoro the title of Flame Emperor as well. I mean, after all, he is the King of Hell.